right, welcome back, everyone, to Rewind by Affinity Streaming Podcast. I am Contrell, joined today by the co-host Charlie. How are you, Charlie? Great morning in the Northeast. Today's movie is Batman, the animated movie Mask of the Phantasm from 1993. We'd ask first, you guys follow us on our socials. They are YouTube, Facebook, Instagram at Affinity Streaming Podcast. All right. Let's go back to December 25th, 1993. Christmas Day. Do you remember where you were, Charlie?
Oh yeah, of course. I was like just over 1 year old. I was almost 2, so it was
nice.
pretty good memories.
Pretty good memories. Batman 1 hour 16 minutes, rated PG, and spoilers are ahead.
Yeah. What about you? Did you see this in theater or what?
I did not. I didn't know it was in the theater. I guess I was like second year of college, so it's probably broke too.
Wait, I don't remember. Was it released initially in theater, or was like released on video and then went to the theater?
It was released. It was supposed to be direct to video, and then Warner decided, "Hey, let's put this in the theaters." But they did it last minute, and no one knew, and it wasn't very successful. Right. Yeah. But they eventually put it on VHS and Laserdisc at the time, and made their money back.
Yeah.
And now, just recently, the 4K has been released.
Because it's 30 years. Jesus.
Almost 30 years. Yeah, it's like been 29 years and 8 months.
Sorry.
That's sorry. So this movie's starring Kevin Conroy as the voice of Batman. Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. Directed by Bruce Timm and Eric Radmansky for Warner Brothers. Came out on Christmas Day, 1993. Mariah Carey had the #1 song. The Dallas Cowboys were the champs at the time. And Bill Clinton was president. And under every kid's tree, they wanted a talk boy from Home Alone 2. Did you get one of those, Charlie?
No, I was a baby. You don't give babies.
Whoa. Sorry. I mean, your parents, they might have given you like cars and stuff. I don't know, 2 years old.
I don't know what I got when I was 2.
You
wouldn't give your child something they can choke on.
All right. 81 critics, 88% audience, 6.6 on Film Affinity. Let's talk about this movie, Charlie. It was, as we said, it was originally planned for home video. They released in theaters. It's focusing on a young Bruce Wayne and his little affair with Andrea Beaumont, who's played by Dana Delaney. Is that correct?
No,
yes, Dana Delaney. It was Dana Delaney. Her voice sounded really familiar. I guess she did Lois Lane at some point too, because she sounded. I guess kept thinking she was Lois Lane when
What in the Superman animated series?
Yeah, in the Superman animated series. All right,
it's all Bruce Timm, right?
Yeah, all Bruce Timm.
I really liked Bruce Timm's like directing for like the animated series. They did a lot with, and in this movie too, a lot with like the shadows and stuff like that. A lot of like great lighting and stuff to really emphasize the mood, which I don't know, I just love it.
Yeah, so we open up with
an action scene.
The action scene. The criminals are at the table, and you're thinking, and Batman busts in to break it up, and we get introduced to the Phantasm character. What did you? Was this your first? This wasn't your first time seeing this movie, right?
No, this wasn't my first time. The first time I saw it, I don't know. I really don't remember when. It was sometime on TV. It was like Cartoon Network, just seeing it on TV. And then I actually watched it again like a few years ago because I was going through the whole that Batman animated series and Justice League show, like all of those like connected ones. I went through all of those like a few years ago. So of course I watched this movie too. Nice.
So tell us what you thought. What were your impressions the first time? Can you remember your impressions the first time?
No, it was Batman. More Batman.
Batman.
I watched it. Like I don't know. Like I barely remember seeing it. You know.
Yeah. So I guess so. Phantasm. Were you like fooled at all by the identity of the Phantasm when you first watched
Oh
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Even now when you're watching it, there's not really any giveaways
Clues. Yeah.
until you're pretty far into the movie. And it kind of
Yeah.
like, and I like this. There's like a mystery to solve, and
Yeah.
and like I want to say that's like kind of missing from a lot of Batman movies. There's not so much a mystery. It's like he kind of like especially the live action ones where he kind of just punches his way through things. There's less of like the mystery aspect in a lot of them.
I think I don't think audiences have attention spans with superhero movies to be a mystery.
Yeah, but like he's known as the world's greatest detective, but in a lot of his movies, he's not doing much detective
Yeah,
work.
because they just want punching and kicking. That's what we want. That's what we want.
Yeah. I guess that's true because even the Sherlock Holmes movies they made had a lot of punching and kicking.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just like have like regular a mystery with the superhero because they're like, oh, it was so slow. There's no action. That was my Reddit voice.
That's your Reddit voice.
Yeah. It was so slow. There was no action.
Oh, there's too much action. I can't watch this. That's the next comment. Anyway, enough about Reddit. I really like the opening. I always like a movie that just opens up, like, just throws you into the plot.
Yeah.
There's no wasted time with like, oh, Bruce Wayne sitting at home or whatever. It's just here's the action. Batman's in the city. They're already afraid of him.
Yeah, I feel like at this point we don't need any Bruce Wayne backstory. It's just we know it all. Just go.
The show was already going when this movie came out, right?
Correct. This was between. I think it was between season 1 and 2. This movie came out.
That kind of fits because it does have that kind of the feeling of like the earlier episodes.
Yeah, the origin of the
because the show really started picking up as it went along.
Yeah. So Andrea we find out was supposed to marry Bruce in the past, and I guess her dad was in trouble with the mob, so they ran off. And broke his heart.
Yeah, but I don't know. I want to like talk about some of those scenes earlier though, because like I think not Bruce Timm, Kevin Conroy does really great work with his voice. I think he's probably my favorite like voice actor or voice work for Batman. Just my favorite Batman in general, I guess. Just because of how he does it with like where Batman is like his normal voice and the Bruce Wayne is like his fake voice.
Right.
You kind of tell and you kind of feel that. And I thought like there's a great scene like when he's in the cemetery when he meets Andrea. He's like talking with her and he's like talking like, oh, I have a promise to keep them. And she's like, asks him, oh, did you keep that promise? And he's like, yes. And it's like his Batman voice when he said, yes, I'm keeping that vow. And it's like, it changes to like his Batman voice because it's like, oh, he's serious. And it's like his mindset. I don't know. It's like a great little, it's just that one line because everything else is his like normal Bruce Wayne voice.
I talked to my parents.
What'd you say?
I made a vow.
What vow?
A secret one.
Ooh, a man of mystery. Have you kept your vow?
So far.
And I think that's when she found out when she got a clue that he was Batman, right?
I don't know if she had a clue then. I don't think she had a clue. I'm not sure when she had a clue. It made it, in the movie they make it look like she figures it out when she's back in Gotham again. When she finds Batman at the gravesite. I think that's when she like really figures it out.
Right. He was at the Wayne grave. She saw Batman.
I don't think she knew at all because she didn't even know her father was working with the mob.
Right. But I think once she got back to Gotham, I think she played Bruce the whole time. I think she was playing him and Batman. Like she knew he was Batman and she was playing him the whole time. Like she had already fought him and then went back and like stayed the night.
Yeah. Then she knew already. But I think she knew after already. The grave thing, right?
Yeah, that was after the grave.
Yeah. That's when she figured it out and was because she's like Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Batman was kind of creepy, spying on them at dinner. Like
I know. I was thinking that.
Yeah, he was like
It's like one of those like, oh yeah, it's for work, but also, yeah, he's jealous.
It's kind of for work, but also I'm just stalking this
Yeah.
girl. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So she ends up killing, but at the time we don't know it's her, but she ends up killing the one gangster by making him drive his car across the building.
Yeah.
See, if Vin Diesel was driving that car, he would have just drove it through the other building and kept going. But this guy didn't know how to drive, so he died. And then she went after the other guy, Buzz Bronski.
Yeah, but like first that initiates the whole like police going after
Batman.
Yeah,
which also I have to say the police were pretty reckless. Like they were just shooting up. They were just shooting up the city. Yeah. They're like he's on the helicopter. And they just started shooting at the helicopter.
I was like, oh my god, like 100 of them just machine guns. It's like, guys, holy shit.
Like calm down, like blowing up buildings and those.
But I want to ask, like, I didn't look it up. Is Bullock? That's the guy.
That was Harvey Bullock.
Is he in other comics and stuff?
Yeah, he's in comics and
okay.
Yeah, he's in comics and a good Harvey Bullock story is there's a graphic novel. I don't know if it's a book called Batman Year One or
I think
it was one of the first ones but it was a good Harvey Bullock like backstory about how he became such a fat slob of a cop. But it was great because he started out like happy and excited, and then Gotham just wore him down. I can't remember the name of it though. I'm sorry, but it was a Batman origin. Graphic novel.
Like you don't see him. He's not. I feel like he's not in every version of Batman. Like not the way like Gordon is.
Right.
But when he's there, he's like always he's interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, he's an interesting character.
And in this movie,
he was more. I think he was more prominent in the animated series.
Oh,
but
But
he is a comic book character.
Yeah, in this he has lots of like. He doesn't like say much, but you can like feel like how like menacing and angry he is. You know.
Yeah.
Like he wants to get Batman so badly, and all like the little close-ups on his face are great.
This was also like a semi-Joker origin story. They bring Joker in, played marvelously by Mark Hamill.
Oh man, he's great. I like how they introduce him too. You don't really know what's going on. You just the old guy's going there. I can't remember his name. Vance.
The old guy was Valestro.
Yeah. Valestro's going there alone, and you're like, why is he going to this weird
Salvatore Valestro? Yeah, played by Abe Vigoda.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you may be too young to remember Fish or Barney Miller. Yeah, but yeah, Abe Vigoda. Rest in peace, also.
Yeah, but yeah, Mark Hamill plays, especially in this one, he plays him so he's like creepy and like really menacing.
Yeah. And he has great lines. I don't know, like, if they were improvised but he just had like great lines.
Yeah. And he really plays that up. Like you never know when he's joking or when he's about to just go nuts and
murder you.
Like it really is. Like he's always and I love how like because there's other scenes later. He like all the characters are like afraid of him. You know, and you can see like how scared they are of him because you don't know what he's gonna do. Right. At any moment he could snap. And like this is that when Salvatore is talking to him, he like touches him, and he gets like so angry.
Yeah.
Don't touch me, old man. I don't know where you've been.
It's like, don't touch me. Take your hands off me.
And then just turns into a joke again, and it's like,
Yeah, so Phantasm tries to go get Valestra, but it was a trap. Joker wants everybody thinks it's Batman, but Joker realizes it's somebody different. It's Phantasm. With the camera.
That's a great little theme too.
Yeah. The one thing I want to mention about Valestra when he went to visit Joker at the like I guess even before that, Batman and went on a date with her to the Gotham City of the future.
Yeah.
And they go to the house of the future, but the the woman is still chopping carrots. I just thought that was, even in the future, you're still just in the kitchen cooking. I just thought that was mean. That was just an interesting take there.
Well, it was the 90s.
Yeah, it was the 90s, yeah. So the Joker goes to Reeves, who we knew was slimy, just because he was trying to hook up with Andrea. And
dude, that's really messed up, because they reveal later that he's the one who, like, got her father killed.
Yeah.
And then he's, like, trying to sleep with this, like,
trying to get with the daughter, sleazeball, man.
That's messed up, man.
Sleazeball. He turned them in. He had no choice. He needed money for his campaign.
Yeah.
And so the Joker, I guess Phantasm figures out the whole thing, and Batman figures out the whole thing, and they all meet at the Joker's playland.
Well, I just want to talk like that Joker Venom is like really creepy in this one.
Yeah, it just like made him laugh. I thought he was stabbing him at first, but I guess he was just injecting him with that Joker Venom, and he went nuts.
Yeah, and he just can't stop laughing, and it's like, again, like all like the lighting, all the shadows and stuff.
Yeah, and the voice actor did a great job in that scene too.
Where he sounds like so like desperate, like he's trying and he just can't stop, and he's like so desperate to stop.
Yeah, Arthur Reeves was played by Canadian actor Hart Bachner.
Oh, well,
so there you go. Good job. Good job, Hart.
I love the Batman interrogation with him. He's like, Batman's like angrily yelling at him, and he's like just laughing.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm sorry, I tried to.
It was great.
I needed the money.
That's funny. Yeah, so they come to this big fight, and Joker blows up the whole place, and we just assume Andrea's dead, but she's not. She's on a boat. She's on a cruise ship heading somewhere to live out her life. And Batman says, you know what? That's the last time. I'm going to lock in and be the best vigilante I can be. They should have, but I don't understand why she didn't just. So when the dad found out that they needed to run, and she was like, well, no, I'm marrying Bruce. He should have just been like, oh, we'll just ask Bruce for the money then. It's all good.
It's not enough, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what.
Like, we don't know how much he owed them, but come on, Bruce could have bailed him out. It's like, look, I'm marrying Bruce Wayne. He'll fix it. He's got the money. He's a boy billionaire. He'll fix it.
But I like related to that. I want to that scene where she like kind of leaves him and he gets like the message like that hurts. That's sad.
Yeah.
But like the scene after where he's like, all right, now he puts on the real mask.
Yeah.
That's like one of my that's one of my favorite scenes. Like the music, the way the music just builds up, the like epic Batman music. Even Alfred's like, good heavens.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
And like the shadows are so good. Like the way like the Batman eyes just like glare.
Yeah, they like squint down.
Yeah.
Scared so Alfred.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great scene. Good movie.
Yeah, the score in the movie is fantastic. Just really, really good. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of those DC animated movies are really good. I feel like I don't know how many you've seen, but a lot of them are. I feel like this one may be for the Batman animated one, this one is probably my second favorite.
Oh, which one's your favorite?
Return of the Joker. Seen that one?
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically.
I like that one too.
Yeah, they have an unrated version on DVD. It's just like sick, man. It's a great story, and it just made me uncomfortable, but it was great. Yeah, I mean, it was just like it's like whoa, like this is a cartoon, brother. Like, calm down. But,
no, that one's pretty good. I do like Batman Beyond. I don't love it, but I do enjoy it. It's like Batman it's Beyond. Different.
And the Justice League cartoons with Batman are in the same vein.
Yeah,
and the Superman animated. They're all good.
I have to say about the Justice League with Batman is that he's I guess because they kind of have to, but he becomes too, like, I don't know, he becomes too super. I like in this movie where he's just, you can tell he struggles, even as Batman, he's struggling, he's having a hard time, he gets hurt.
Yeah, I mean, this was early. This was early in his career, though. So Justice League, he's a seasoned veteran.
Yeah, but he's doing stuff like jumping off of planes and landing on other planes. Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't want to see Batman get beat up. To me, that's unrealistic.
No,
Batman should be taking everybody out.
I like it so much more when they look like they're trying. You know, when it looks like there's some kind of struggle instead of just jump from one guy to another and take out like 30 guys by yourself without breaking the sweat. It's like,
you know why he does that? Because he's Batman.
He can do
it. It's not boring.
Boring Batman.
It's not boring. I want to see him beat up people, not get beat up. I don't want to see him struggling.
He doesn't have to get beat up, but I want him to try. I want him to have a hard time. Because then what's the point of watching him if he's just going to win and not having any problems?
I guess.
Especially him. We'll talk about Superman, because that's different.
Yeah, but Superman has to struggle because, he doesn't have weaknesses.
But... No, the struggle with Superman is him trying to save everyone.
Yeah,
the struggle with Superman is trying to be the best person he can be. If Batman's not struggling, then he's just an angry guy punching people.
All right, so we have to add more Batman movies to our list here.
Yeah.
So overall, I very much enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I owned it at some point on DVD, but I don't have any physical media anymore, so it's mostly saw it on. It's currently streaming on HBO Max. So I personally recommend it to everyone. Charlie, are you gonna give it a?
Yeah.
I recommend.
If you like Batman, this is definitely one of the great Batman movies out there. Leading from the great Batman show.
Yes, from the great Batman animated series.
Yeah.
All right, I think I've covered all. Anything else you want to bring up?
Not really. I mean, we've kind of gone into again, just Kevin Conroy's voice is just
Conroy was awesome.
Iconic.
Yes.
I mean,
and Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
also
yeah. Both of them are just
awesome.
Iconic, and again, what they both do with the characters, just the voices is so good. And it's just how Bruce just switches back and forth from Bruce to Batman, even in the same scenes. You can hear just by the voice change, when he's thinking more Batman stuff. It's great.
So Charlie, could you date a vigilante?
No,
you don't. You don't want to be there. You don't have to worry about them coming home beat up and.
Nah.
Yeah, no. So you'd be like, no, we have to break it off. If you're gonna be Batgirl, we're gonna have to break it off.
Yeah.
Unless she's a billionaire, because then you'll stand to inherit the money. So then I would stay in a relationship. All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. Next time we're doing a 2013 film starring Emma Roberts called Palo Alto. So please join us for that. And if you have any suggestions for movies you'd like to see us do, please get in touch. Let us know, and we'll be happy to take those on. All right. For Charlie, I am Contrell. We will see you next time on Rewind. Bye-bye.
Yep. See you guys.